Well, I want to show people exactly what it's like on a Sunday for you. The doors aren't quite open, but let's just make the rounds with Bob Vu right now. What do you say?
Let's go take a peek.
What is up, everybody? It's MJ from MorphMarket, and of course we have Bob Vu, Bob's Balls, on MorphMarket, and we are at the Southeast Reptile Expo. But what is it like being Bob Vu at his own show?
Hectic, enjoyable, definitely enjoyable yesterday. And I'll be honest, all the praises from the vendors blew up my head a little bit. So we're gonna try to shrink it down today a little.
Well, I want to show people exactly what it's like on a Sunday for you. The doors aren't quite open, but let's just make the rounds with Bob Vu right now. What do you say?
Let's go take a peek.
All right, Bob, so what is it about being a show owner that's important, do you feel like, especially like on a Sunday, and what do you expect on a Sunday?
So on a Sunday, we're gonna get a lot of that foot traffic of people that don't have anything to do. These people didn't really plan to be at a reptile show on a Sunday, so we actually bumped all of our ads last night for people that are, maybe today's kind of rainy, it's kind of cold, they don't have anything to do, they see an ad online, they see our billboards, they see our banners, they're just gonna come in and maybe see and pick up a first-time reptile owner pet. Maybe they saw a video from BarCheck and they saw a ball python on there, and now they're going to want to come in and ask a lot of questions. So vendors like Jacob's going to be able to talk to them about ball pythons and their first time pet and how to keep their first time pet. So Sundays usually is that about around that crowd, but however, Sunday for vendors is a lot of wheeling and dealing, right? You made a few $1,000s yesterday, maybe you want to go pick up a new animal and do some upgrades or some trades maybe. I might be doing that myself. But my job as a show promoter, on a Sunday especially, is just to go talk to these vendors, see what they did like or didn't like about the show, what we can improve on the next show, see if they made money. Did they like their table placement? Maybe they want to get swapped. Or maybe this front cap wasn't good for them. Jacob, how was being in the front?
We had a great show yesterday. Yeah. I expect the same today. I think we sold over 20 animals yesterday. So
nice.
Yeah.
No complaints here.
Yeah, so again, if he likes his table placement, then we'll just check it off. We'll leave him in the same table placement. If he hated this spot, we'll move him maybe towards the back or wherever, something like that. So a lot of these vendors being like, again, first time vending with us, they might not know where they want to be until after the second, third show, and we kind of move them around. So we're going to talk to the vendors today, do our walk around and kind of just see what what they like and didn't like.
Thanks, Jacob. Appreciate it.
And we take their comments and criticism seriously, so I can move these guys around. I can change our advertising, change the layout if we had to. Again, I can change the layout whenever I want, however I want. The venue's been extremely easy going about that. So yesterday, even during setup, if a vendor is like, hey, I can't be right here because of the way my setup is, and we didn't know ahead of time, I can move them from a wall maybe to inside an island and move a different vendor. When two vendors, like yesterday, we had two vendors that needed to be next to each other because there's only two of them vending two different booths, and maybe they need bathroom breaks or to watch each other's tables. So we were able to move them yesterday and get things like that going.
Yeah. The cool thing is I don't think people understand how big this show actually is. Like, it's not gigantic, but 130 plus vendors.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
so
awesome.
We're over 130 vendors. This is a 70,000 square foot building, or this area, this spot here, that what we rented is 70,000 square feet. And this venue, you've walked around the hotel, it's massive. So if they took this wall down, we definitely do have room to grow if we decided to. And they did offer this hall an extra hall to us. We didn't take it because I wanted to make sure we grew our attendance where all of our vendors make money.
Right.
If I added 50 more vendors, sure, I'm gonna make a bunch more money selling tables, but then these guys aren't gonna make money because we didn't get 10,000 people through the door or 12,000 people through the door. So I need to make sure all the vendors here make money before we decide to add anyone else. I've been a vendor for the last almost 10 years, so I know when I go to a show and I know the foot traffic's light, but there's 180 other vendors, I'm not gonna make any money.
Right.
Or I might only make a little bit of money off the other vendors.
Right.
So when, as the shows grow, we will definitely start adding vendors. So again, I understand people might get mad. They couldn't get a table here, I understand, and I do apologize. We can't just add everybody, but I gotta make sure that the vendors that vended with me the first time or the second time, they gotta make money.
And you can't make everyone happy either, right, Bob? Right. Especially in something like this, you're doing your best, but not everyone's gonna have a perfect day like everyone, like some others, right?
And again, we walked around yesterday, you walked around yesterday and talked to some of our vendors. Most of them did really well. We had a great day, a lot of foot traffic. Welcome to MorphMarket.
Shout out to MorphMarket, right? This video is brought to you by MorphMarket, by the way.
Shout out to Darren and MorphMarket.
MorphMarket shipping.
But most vendors did well yesterday. Of course, there's inevitably one or two vendors that didn't do well, and we're hoping they do well Sunday, or hoping they had a good enough time they maybe did some trades that they just come back and enjoy their time next time and maybe make more money next time. I think because we all got into this because we love reptiles and we enjoy hanging out with our reptile friends. Even if I didn't make a lot of money, I've had shows where I go and have such a good time with my friends and such a good atmosphere, I come back. You know, my first Daytona, I didn't make that much money. I did well, I didn't make that much money, but it's Daytona, it's the beach, the atmosphere, the friends, the camaraderie and all that. So I still go back every year. But creating that atmosphere, right? So you walked around the venue, it's a beautiful venue, beautiful hotels, clean bathrooms, by the way, throwing that out there.
Very clean. This could be Arlington vibes on the next level.
Yeah.
Remember how nice the Arlington Hotel was?
Arlington Hotel was amazing, right? The venue is beautiful and all that. You know, so that's what we're trying to do. I had some vendors say this is a little too bougie for reptile breeders. I'm like, it doesn't have to be.
No,
we're a serious business. There are guys making millions of dollars in reptiles. We should be at this type of this venue. I'm gonna swing over here and give shout out to Monster.
Dude, this is crazy.
Shout out to Monster Energy. They're giving away Monster Energy drinks all weekend. They gave away a whole pallet yesterday of Monsters. They went back and reloaded another pallet. So
awesome.
shout out to Monster, our partner.
That's awesome.
But yeah, creating that atmosphere, man, and you know, after the show yesterday, everyone met up at the Sky Lounge, the bar up there. There's a bar downstairs. There's a lot of hangout areas. We picked this venue kind of specifically because of this area. The food's amazing here. There's, I think, within a few miles, you got a few hundred restaurants, and you guys know I love my food, so. Korean barbecue, all that's around here, so it makes for a really good environment. You know, so when I talk to the concessions, I'm like, hey man, you guys can't just have chicken tendies out here. I need real food for my vendors. They can't just eat chicken tendies all weekend. We've all been to those shows where it's nothing but chicken tendies and hot dogs. Yeah. You know, but yeah, man, I mean, look at this. I mean, the venue just keeps going and going, and vendors, amazing vendor after amazing vendor after amazing vendor. We got Holkers over here.
Yes,
my
who
boy
also killed it yesterday.
He crushed it yesterday. Yep. All right, so I'm talking to some of these vendors. Some of them are, and again, we have some first-time vendors, second-time vendors with us that just crushed it. You know, Troy's second time here with us. Again, Troy, I think he vended our Tinley with us also. So I mean, this is a seasoned vendor. And so again, I feel like if these vendors are going to take off time to vend like a Repticon or something like that, like if they're going to take off time to skip a different show, I would like them to have at least a good experience at our show. And getting in guys like Super Conda. I mean, I was, and then there was some specific vendors I wanted to handpick that I really wanted, and I was very lucky that I have the relationship with some of these vendors to get them to travel in. You know, Junior from JMG,
yes.
You know, one of the biggest hognose breeders in the country. We got Super Conda here, another big hognose breeder. So I was like, I wanted these specific breeders because it makes our show look more legitimate, even as a new show, you know, to get some of these breeders that are very well known. Again, obviously, we want to pull their crowd and their fans to come to travel in to see them. Yeah, so overall, I felt it went very, very well.
I mean, out of all the shows I've been at, I have a really good feeling about this show. The vibe, the quality of vendors, but really, like, you know, it's a clean show. Like, why not have a cleaner show if we can?
Yeah, like again, the reptile community already has that image of being a little grimy and dirty. Maybe we can try to clean it up a little bit with guys like this, you know.
What's up, Brian? Brian Carter in the building, BC Balls. Heard you had a great day yesterday, Brian.
Great day, man. Best show yet, and only on day one.
All right, there you go.
Best show yet on day one. So you still got another day.
Let's rock it.
Got the vendor money coming to you. Yeah. So getting this clean venue, and again, this venue has already agreed to sign us for the next shows. They want a 5-year
you're locking this in?
Yeah, we're locked in.
All right.
They want a 5-year deal with us at least, and I think after this show, we can pretty much look at our numbers and go ahead and sign a 5-year contract with them. Yeah, I'm really loving this venue. They've been actually amazing to work with. Very accommodating for considering it's one of the first reptile shows they've had here.
Yeah.
You know, first animal show actually they have here. Last weekend they had a Lego show here, so they do all kinds of stuff. But this is like their first time dealing with animals, and they've been very accommodating. The room is 74 degrees right now from last night, and then during the day 70 degrees, and they've been extremely good. We're gonna go away from the music.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get demonetized.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna walk away from the music. Yeah. So yeah, overall, I feel like this should be how the look of the shows I would like to start moving forward. Again, I'm not saying we're doing more shows, but if we ever decide to, this is the type of venue we would only look at. You know, I want a big, spacious venue, clean, The staff has been amazing with us. The bathroom, even the custodians, all that, everything has been amazing. Over here, some of these big name breeders. You got Hernan's here, Muscles and Geeks, got Paco over here. And I think these are some new breeders over here. I think we got
Harmless Angels, man, that guy's killing it.
That guy's producing some amazing stuff. We got some new breeders here, Rice and Canova. I think they're a startup company or something.
Kind of ahead of themselves, looking so fancy being new, right?
Yeah.
Of course. I think this is what makes you Bob, is like this is your show and you're still vending.
Yeah, I'm still vending it. My guys do a great job. The good thing about having a seasoned crew is that I don't even have to be here.
Right.
I just come by every hour and say, how are you doing? They said, so 2 snakes, cool, 3 snakes, whatever. And I come up and pick my money. These guys did a great job yesterday, and honestly Friday, Thursday, getting set up. I didn't even pack my animals. I'll be honest, unfortunately I didn't have time to pack my own animals because I had to set up the show. So literally I told them, cool, I need you guys here on Friday at 10 o'clock. They packed everything up at 8 in the morning and drove it out here for me. My crew's been amazing. We have the best artists in the industry, Adeline Robinson. She does all of our art.
Oh my God, Addie's, hey, what an artist. I love Addie, man.
Yeah, she does all of our art, all of our posts, all of our graphics. Hit her up on Patreon and get real art.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all right, Bob, so let's close this off. Again, shout out to MorphMarket. Shout out to you for putting all the effort, not only here, man, but just in the entire industry. You're a huge influence. But why should somebody come to the Southeast Reptile Expo?
This is going to be a destination show. Atlanta's a great destination. The food, the culture, all of it. And in my opinion, we have some of the best breeders in the country here. I'm going to keep scouring the country. I'm going to invite the best I can find. If I can get you to come out here and make the drive out here, I'll make it worth your time and you're going to make money. I'm going to try to get as many people through the door as possible every show. We are literally pulling no stops. We're everything possible. Billboards, banners, everything we can do just to make sure that the vendors are successful. And the vendors are successful, we will be successful.
All right, well, Bob Vu, Bob's Balls, and of course the Southeast Reptile Expo. Not even joking when I'm saying this is one of the best and nicest, cleanest shows I've ever been to, Bob. So
appreciate it.
Mad props to you. Cannot wait to come in August, man.
Appreciate it.